Ah, come on!
Ready to go!
Alrighty guys, here with Sam Burnett. We're going to do a training session in the gym at my place. We'd normally be a world gym, but we did a bit of a tidy up. It was pretty trashy in here not long ago, I gotta admit. Sam's nodding and laughing, it's true. But anyway, I don't know where this is going to go. We're going to do some arm wrestling. I got some dead balls we're going to lift. We're going to do some free weight stuff with an Olympic bar and some cupping. It's going to be good, but I'm going to show you guys how I would train if I was here at home. And it's one of the best things about the sport. It can be done almost anywhere. Alright guys, let's do it. Ooh, so you reckon your rights? You tell me just moments ago your right was feeling weak.
No, this... It was.
I was waiting for a week, Sam. I'm like, hang on a second.
No,
Oh, that's nice.
No,
Yeah, you keep talking.
I said that I hit this weak point in arm wrestling. I was wrestling my brother, and I couldn't beat him.
And your hands, I can see why you beat people now. Like, just feeling that. You gotta back yourself out of the straps more often. Like, don't be scared and think you gotta do this. Do that. Man up and just be brave and hold on like you're holding on to me there. And the instant, like, go again, there's that feeling right there. Stop, pause right there.
Yeah.
Where this guy's shitting himself all of a sudden. This guy's realized, I'm gonna lose. And then this guy's gonna start running, looking for these things, and that's when, take the control, because your ridge feels mega. Anyway, your back pressure feels dominant. Oh, see, look at that. Feel the difference? Like, when you just get that, like, as soon as you get that, your back pressure is too hard to be cupping. And if I then try to run, you want to be there ready to cover it. Anyway, we're going to do a warm-up. We're going to kind of turn it down. We'll do a little bit of a warm-up. Then we'll hit some of these big lifts. On again. Alright, warming up now without my head cut off. But hey, not paying these cameramen enough, clearly. Oh, man, where was the warm-up? You're like crucifying my wrist. Right, yeah. There we go. That's what I need. That's what I need. It's getting all comp on me. Alright. We'll end with arm wrestling because this guy clearly wants to beat up on me. So before he does, let's do some interesting lifts. Let's have a go. So, like, giving you the kind of the tour of what I do in this gym. This thing right here was like a foundation of where I started. If you may remember, there were videos out there, you could find them, me saying 10,000 reps a day. I used to do 10,000 reps on this thing, be it with cupping, be it with rising, and it doesn't look like I'm doing much. You just put enough of your body weight leaning back, which for rise is very little. For cup, it's a bit more. I used to set up pronation straps and everything on this thing. Just use own body weight for ultra high reps. Clearly you're not measuring any weight when you're doing this, but if reps is what you're after, man, just something hanging from the ceiling is awesome on it. But it's good for a warm-up. I still use it to warm up these days, so have a go, Sam. Tell me what you think. 10,000, it used to take me hours and hours and hours, but I used to try to get 10,000 reps a day.
Wow.
I had no training partners, I didn't know what to do, and the reason I went with this 10,000 reps was I was in pain, but I didn't want to stop.
So it's sort of like a rehab almost.
Yeah, I refused to rest, and I wanted to continue to get stronger. Devin Larratt had told me, he'd come out to Australia and he said, never stop. Yeah. Don't stop, and when you get hurt, don't stop. Just don't hurt yourself even more. So yeah. I used to rep 10,000 reps a day on all of the critical hand movements, cupping, pronation, rising. Those three movements for me. And this thing was where I used to do it all.
Yeah, Devon would say that even a day after his surgery, he'd arm wrestle the next day.
Exactly.
But very
exactly.
lightly, so he wouldn't.
So many people, guys, so many people I've heard say that overtraining, you can't train every day. It's not about overtraining, it's about training responsibly. There is not an elite guy on the planet who doesn't train arm wrestling every single day in some capacity, but it's all about not hurting yourself and still working as hard as you possibly can. So you got to get in tune with your body to know exactly how to do that. All right, this thing here is like kryptonite. It's been about a year since I've picked this up in any sort of training capacity, but it's okay. It weighs 65 kilograms, and all I do is it's obviously a big round ball, so picking it up, test your fingers, and all I do is pick it up, touch my chest, put it down, and doing that for reps, like just instantly then picking it up, my brachialis, both sides, just flared and said hello to me. So anyway, open hand cupping and what I would translate and call down pressure on the table. It's very nice. You dig in a little bit with your fingers, get that containment that is oh so important in a ready go.
Do you have your hands open or do you have your hands like closed?
You do whatever you have to do to pick it up. You'll discover what you got to do.
Oh shit. So like that.
Yeah, just bust it out. Give us 5 reps. It's almost picking up your body weight there in one little compact ball.
Yeah, you can feel that,
Yeah.
that pressure.
Well, these are training tools for strongmen. Like, instead of using an Atlas stone, you might warm up with these things, or get your technique with these things that are a bit more forgiving.
You're feeling your fingers, and your forearms and your back as well.
Yeah, back pressure, everything. It's pretty solid.
Oh.
What else? The other thing that I used to do a lot of with this, I don't anymore, is I used to do what I'd call a dinosaur carry. Kind of strongman stuff, farmers carries. A dinosaur carry is just picking up a large object and going for a walk with it. So picking this up off the ground, get the wallet out of the pocket. Not the thongs, probably not the best idea, but and then going for a walk. Super hard. Walk like a kilometre. Okay, I walked 3 meters today, and I'm out of breath. But anyway, I used to try to walk a kilometre with that thing. Oh man, the pain this is inducing. Just carrying that. So anyway, Sam can maybe demonstrate for us how to walk with it, but it's a real beast of a thing. Trust me.
So it's almost like holding a baby like that.
Yeah, you do whatever you gotta do. That's the thing about a dinosaur carry, is you just do whatever you can do to carry the damn thing. Hey, you go for a walk. Off he goes. To the fence and back, mate. To the gate and back. Can you make it?
I'm not even gonna make it to the fence.
Watch out, Charlie. You're gonna drop it on you. Oh, here he goes. Can he make it to the fence? He's there and back. Oh, Charlie thinks you're about to play fetch with him. Charlie, watch out. Charlie! Well done. That was a lot more than the 3 meters that I did. But you can feel like that. That's not a specific arm wrestling strength, but it is majorly a base power thing.
Feels like a full body workout.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't even think I was going to make it to the fence.
Yeah.
And I made it back.
Well, where I got that one from, guys, was I read an article that said, if you can, what was it? I'm probably going to way misquote this, but it was if you can farmer's carry and dinosaur carry your own body weight for a kilometer without resting, you are a weapon. You won't find a dude on the planet that can farmer's carry and dinosaur carry his own weight without putting it down that isn't just a beast. So when I saw that, it became a goal to do that. So
I'm only 10 kilos heavier than that wall.
Yeah. So imagine trying to walk for a kilometer without putting it down. You did 25 meters there. Yeah, full on stuff. So this one here, arm wrestling specific as opposed to being base power. This here is one of the simplest forms of cupping. And reminder, John Brzenk said that the only thing he ever used to do in the gym with consistency was cupping. He tried a few times with base power stuff, but the one thing that he did in the gym was cupping, and this I know is one of John's favorite ways to do it. So we just literally got an Olympic bar, we got a 25 kilogram plate on the end. It's just simply pick it up, bend your wrist. Pretty straightforward. But this here, it's a good amount of weight. It's an amount of weight where I'd probably fail at around the 15 to 20 reps before it gets too much. You just work hard. It's obviously like you don't have to get a full-on Olympic bar, but anything like that works very, very nicely.
You see this in every single gym as well.
Yeah. That's it.
It just looks so easy.
It hits a very nice groove, doesn't it? It's not.
Yeah, it does.
And and you can easily stack up the weight. You can work as hard as you need to. You can lighten it up if you want to.
Focus the forearm as well, eh?
Yeah. You can incorporate like back pressure in it as well, and add a bit of a drag to it if you want. But I focus mostly just on cupping with this bad boy.
Not bad, eh?
Yep. Drag this beast out. My old man made this. This is a recent addition. It's not perfect yet because it hurts. It hurts a lot, and the part that hurts is this bar up the top. When you stack the weight on, it's really, really heavy and it crushes in. It feels like it's giving you a bruise. So I need to get like a piece of garden pipe, hose, soften that up. As you see, I've got a fat grip on here that I've decided to try, but it's a little too wide when I do that. But this is a double rolling handle on the bottom. So the long gray one rolls, plus the red ones roll as well. So double rolling. There's a little bit of friction there, but not a lot. Yeah, don't put your toe underneath when you drop it. A few things. I like to stand outside it. But 20, what have we got? Yeah, 25 kilos here. At this weight, it doesn't hurt your hands, but you might have seen people get out there and do this sort of thing.
Like Lachlan and Dad.
Yeah, this really adds up. This is where you get the bruised feeling in your hand pretty quickly. But for that containment, that clamping, that Todd Hutchins clamping ability, this right here is nice. It's just to stand here and contain. Just picture yourself out of straps, containing some top roller, watching his pronation just collapse and laughing at him. It's a very satisfying feeling when you do that in a comp, but this is almost as good. Oh yeah, Sam.
How did that weight feel for you? Was that heavy or light?
That's like 2 hands, that's cool. You can rep that out nice and quick. 1 hand gets a little tricky. Yeah. But that's a really nice, specific arm wrestling angle, that one. That gets your hands very well.
Opens up your fingers, eh?
Yeah. Like I said, that to me is clamping down on someone that's running away and just denying it. So zooming in on the hands, you can see what we got. Try the old stand on the plate and you'll feel what I mean by it's painful. Like for me, it's pain that makes me put it down rather than fatigue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bruising in the hand.
That feels a lot better, right?
Yeah, but that's a good weight right there. That's a good weight. And we know Lachlan Adair loves these. He's got one very similar. It's a good training tool.
Yeah, it is good. I do like that. Yeah.
Right, one more basic training tool that I have is the sledgehammer. A Dave Chafee favorite. This is just an 8-pound sledgehammer. Dave works with like a 25-pound sledgehammer, just so you're aware. But anything with this, whether it's just by your side and lifting it up, it's going to be good for your wrist rise. Turning it backwards and lifting it up, again, good for your same sort of clamping / chopping, and naturally your pronation as well. And obviously, the further you go down towards this end, the more difficult it's going to be. The one thing that you've got to be careful of with this is injury, because if you get too excited and you want to show off to your mates or something and it overwhelms you, if you're not ready and it does overwhelm you and you fight it, you're going to sprain your wrist quick time. So conservative. I like to work with this in the light range. I don't like to do this as a 1 rep max, but it's good. It's very specific. That Tim Bresnan style pronation that you just get out there. Crazy George, Michael Todd, Sabin Badalescu, all great proponents of this move in the strap. That pronation with your wrist straight and your wrist not cupped will be very difficult for your opponent to get through. And this is a perfect way of developing it.
Can you also do it off the table as well?
Yeah.
That as well. So you don't have to, so you're not standing while you're doing it as well.
That's it. If you want to just isolate pronators like that right now, would be very nicely hitting your pronators and your cup at the same time. And this is something you can get anywhere. Anyone can get their hands on
a lot of people have
sledgehammer.
a sledgehammer, right?
Yeah, that's it. Down to Bunnings, just get a cheap sledgehammer for $8 or something like that.
Become an awesome arm wrestler.
Yeah.
Go to Bunnings. Yeah, already starting to burn.
Nice.
Just thought to myself that my arm wrestling moves is quite basic still.
Mm-hmm.
Like I only got the hook and the top roll, and I don't really have other techniques. I feel like I just have the basic techniques in arm wrestling.
How long have you been pulling?
Year and a half, almost 2 years.
Yeah. So you are further, I assure you, you're further down the mastery path after your time than I was when I was at the same path. So you are in a good place, you're in a good club. I do think, and guys, I'll share this with you guys as well. I do think that honestly, the first 3 years, I think, should be spent mastering the sport as opposed to being strong. Too many people go down the path of thinking that they have to very much be specifically strong straight away. Obviously, it's always good to be strong. This is a strength sport. At the end of the day, strength and power rules in this sport, to quote Devin Larratt again. But mastering, or knowing where to put the strength is super critical. And the best way to do it is in that first 3 years to spend time on the table, where instead of trying to pin each other, you're literally easing in, mostly back pressure, mostly hand control, back pressure with your bicep, down pressure with your lats, and no side pressure. Using those three things, those three fundamentals, taking out the fundamental of side pressure, and arm wrestling at about 30 to 50% effort will teach you how to arm wrestle. Now, when you sit in any given position like this, you're going to start to feel burnout somewhere. When you inevitably feel that burning out somewhere, you can find a place to rest. And there you go. You've just become a more intelligent arm wrestler because you found a place to rest. And you will develop more minute and more minute and more minute movements in this regard. You'll get it down to little squeezes in your hand where instead of changing your whole body position, you can rest by changing your finger pressure.
Yep.
And you'll start to be able to lead your opponent around the table without them being able to catch up to you. Now, if you are that arm wrestler, if you are the guy that's leading your opponent, you have a significant advantage. And the main thing is, once you've become that arm wrestler, you know where to be strong. You'll go to the gym and be like, I need to get strong here, or I need to get strong there, as opposed to the big fundamentals. But so don't stress. You got ages to work it out, and you're doing well. So he's kicking my ass earlier tonight, anyway. All right, now I'm warm. I'm gonna get my revenge once this strap comes on. Do you like pulling the straps?
I do. I think I prefer straps. I just feel stronger in the straps.
Yeah. Feel secure in your
Because
hand.
I don't think my hands are strong. It's just more about arm power.
You feel like your back pressure is your biggest weapon.
Yeah.
Your back pressure is your biggest weapon, but your wrist is good. Like, I remember when we tested out your wrist, it seemed weak, but the combination of what you bring is good. Oh, this is...
So that's just in one movement. My wrist rise was pretty weak.
Yeah, your wrist rise does obviously can always improve. Let me grab that little sucker. Need some new straps that I'm afraid. Alright, I'm gonna totally Devin Larratt you. No side pressure, I'm gonna contain you. So watch how I arm wrestle here. So that Sam's gonna go hard and I'm gonna not use side. Now this is the development. You know how I was just talking about arm wrestling at 30 to 50%?
Yeah.
Teaches you table IQ, and when you train with people, you get higher and higher and higher on who you can contain without side pressure. So you watch. I am gonna sit down in my chair, use no side pressure, and contain you. Go for it. And feel how, like, I'll be really mean. I'll do it really, really mean to you. I'll take everything off you. So this is what I call a passive offense. Every time you give up space, I just take it. Kind of like the Bruce Lee be like water.
Yeah.
Fill the gap. So with just a gentle back pressure, a superior hand in terms of strength, and just the instincts to take everything.
Yeah, my hand.
Feel how like you got like your access to power is you now reduced to like this flop hook. And that's what Devin Larratt does, doesn't he? He feels like that. To me, when I did that to him, he'd just sit down and go, "Oh, that's really good, Ryan. That's really good." And he makes you feel good. Makes this guy feel like they're hitting their power. But imagine all of that seniority in hand, all of that table IQ, and then imagine facing someone who's denying the go.
Yeah.
It's brutal. So
At the start, actually, my hand started actually felt pretty good. I was like, okay, this is good.
you thought you...
And I was like, what? They hit this wall. And
Yeah, and that's why I love hand. Hand does that more than arm. There is a time and a place for arm, but having a superior hand over someone,
wins most times.
like I said, I'm actually like when I'm stopping you there, I'm actually genuinely relaxed.
Yeah.
There's very little overall effort, and the only reason that is the case is because there's a certain difference. Once you have a certain superiority in the hand, it just negates everything you can do. And like, I can stop you literally with that. No other effort. And if I win that battle, I can now just relax. So, but once your table IQ becomes better, I won't be able to do this. I try to do this against Jordan. Oh man, he just kind of laughs, and because his table IQ is equal with mine, and there's no resting on Jordan. There you go. So you were strong then, but it's over. Like, as much as it looks like it's close, it's feels over.
Feels like I'm winning.
Yeah, but it's just so over. Like, I could sit here indefinitely. And this is what, again, so many people don't understand how Devin Larratt trains like this. The press is like the only option you've got, but even still then, like, unless you've got a monster press, it's just not going to happen.
You know, I feel I'm burning out rapidly.
Yeah, and it's just, like, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's like the best demonstration I can possibly give you of what we're talking about in the real practical sense. That's why table IQ is important. Because I'm not saying I understand the sport better than you. I'm saying I've had more time practicing these little things, and then I've gone and got strong on those little things, which means it's like, oh, this is beautiful. But if we just man up and just bang on with no strap and just like we were when we were warming up, then it's more like just strength versus strength, and no table IQ in it. It's just ready to go, and it's just who can be stronger then. See, I'm warmed up now. This was killing me before. It was like painful. Yeah, now I've got that clamp, those hand clamps that I was telling you about.
That was a big elbow.
Yeah. You do what you gotta do. Yeah.
No, you feel good.
Can opener. Nice. But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
That's the way to get table time, like that. And even if the guy's stronger than you, let the strong guy do that and just feel like, oh, okay, there's the pin, there's the hold. Slowly pegging back.
Yep.
And you're good. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do the Rudy Menard challenge. Last time, or one of the times I was here with Rudy, he's like a former gymnast acrobat. He demonstrated to me that he could climb over the table and under the table and back again without touching the ground. I think he went feet first underneath.
What? Do you think he'd go the other way around?
Yeah, well, he made it hard for himself. Like, alright, so once my feet are off the ground, I'm going to attempt to climb under and back over. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, we're on. Shit.
Oh. You're doing well. You do it, you can do it. Keep going.
Oh, where's the peg?
The old slippery foot.
Breather.
just hang there for a while, man. Oh, you got it. Oh shit. You're doing well.
Come on. Okay. There you go, Rudy. I can do it too, mate. Just as stylish, I'm sure. Oh shit.
That's awesome. Good
Good
job.
fun. Alright, I'm still breathing heavy from that table traverse thing.
That was impressive.
I got a cramp in my neck. I got feeling like bruising on the inside of my thigh. But hey, we got there. Guys, that is what it's like to train in my shed. Whatever your circumstances are, you can make up arm wrestling training. Did you got a lot of that? Does that feel specific?
It did. Every gym thing we did, it felt like we were an arm wrestle. And
that's easily the best thing about this sport is the fact that you can do it. You can get the world elite in a garage. Just collect bits and pieces over the time. And yeah, you can get there. Now I think the camera's going all over the shop. I am clearly tired from that traverse. But anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll do it again soon. Alright guys, see ya.